He did. It was one of the most amazing scenes you'll ever see in AFL football history. Buddy Franklin, the pressure was on. You saw he wasn't playing that well early in the game, but his kicking was beautiful and he didn't look like missing last night. And then the crowd ran on. It was absolute mayhem. Buddy did so well to handle himself. All the players backed out and Buddy was left in there amongst about 25,000 people. Damo, at times he looked exhilarated, at times he looked distressed.
Yeah, we'll get to the latter of those two words in a moment, Lordy, about the distress side of it. The images, though, they are iconic. They go into all-time AFL folklore and imagery, but there is another side to it which we'll get to in a moment. Let's celebrate and focus on the positive of it.
How good was that security guard, that one there?
Here is the positive side of it, Damo. He's the sixth man to do this, and look at the names he joins. Lockett, Coventry, Dunstall, Wade, Ablett Senior, Franklin, and he's unique. I don't know if we've ever seen a player before him that plays like him and a player that we'll see after him with how he plays the game. Not an unbelievable contested mark, but his speed, his agility, his foot skills, just an absolute freak of a player.
Well, memorabilia, you talk about it, there's going to be so much memorabilia on the back of this, but who marked the footy in the crowd? Let's have a look at the man who marked. Have a look at that. He has jumped over and then he's gone forward 3 seats. That is a hang and a half. That man to be very proud of himself, TJ.
Now, he will be, and of course he's going to give the ball back. It'll be interesting to see what he gets in return from the club. It'd have to be a few years of life membership. This is what he posted last night. Update on the pill. She'll be returned. Big things coming Tuesday. He's obviously Max Markson or someone's obviously jumping in now. He's got a manager. Now, you've heard of Nostradamus?
I have, yes.
Right. You sure?
Predicted the future.
That's right. Well, he sort of did. What about this bloke over here? Here's our own Nostradamus. This is a tweet from Matthew Lloyd in 2012, and it says, what a brilliant career it's been to date, an apostrophe missing, for Buddy Franklin. A 1,000-goal career is a real possibility for him if he gets a good run within G. So that's...
He didn't have as many characters you're allowed back then.
Mate, that's not bad from 10 years ago.
I remember playing against Buddy in my last year, 09, and he kicked 10. He kicked 10 on Paddy Ryder, and I thought to myself, wow, he's the best I've seen since Carey. And I think that the way he plays the game, I don't think anyone gets near it with the way they're double, triple teamed, and I don't think anyone will get close ever again.
Was it that big of a statement, though? He'd already been in the system 8 years. He was a superstar. You could see him kicking 1,000. He started in 2004. That tweet was 2012.
Hey? Who else did you see that? Who else said it back then?
What I want to know is...
I think everyone just thought it. They didn't put it out there.
I never heard you say
there's an example of how to use Twitter, not try and pay for some cheap holiday in Noosa.
That's the same.
Sorry, Kane.
Wow, who's been trolling through your Twitter account from 8 years ago?
You know who it was? Mitch Cleary, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so thanks, Mitch.
Good on you, Matt.
Where is Mitch these days? Anyway, let's move.
You tried to get him?
Sorry?
You tried to get him when he was available? Did you?
To replace you, yeah.
Hey, TJ, I'm all for what happened there in terms of the historic component to it. So I want to table that before I head down the other path. And that is the dangerous path, the duty of care path, the unsafe work environment that so many people were subjected to the other night. And I've now spoken to several people from both clubs. There was genuine fear involved with some of the people involved. Now, this is a Geelong player. It was generally extraordinary and dangerous. We had so many players deliberately run into it. Wasn't funny. Great for Bud, but Christ, it was dangerous. That's the sentiment reflecting a lot of situations coming out of the Cats. This is officially Simon Lloyd, the head of the club, saying it was a momentous occasion. It deserved to be celebrated. I'm sure the AFL will work on how we make these moments as safe as possible for our players and fans in the future. We'll just get to Tom Harley's statement from the Swans as well. You can read that yourselves, but they had plans in place. There were 38 security, 12 police. 9 security guards were assigned to Buddy. But TJ, what I can tell you is that Jeremy Cameron was smashed in the fracas and the hordes of people that ran onto the ground. Both Jack Henry and Tom Atkins had moments where they were genuinely fearful about what was going to happen. There's at least 6 Geelong players who were very worried about what was going to happen with people running on, filming themselves, either with tripod-type arrangements on their mobile phones or just holding the phones themselves. And it was chaos. It was chaos.
Well, there was one lady spreading the ashes of the loved one. I'm sorry, but...
38 security and 12 police seems so inadequate. when you look at it. I mean, what are 38 security guards and only 12 police
you
officers?
You could see people were sitting on the fence, standing on the ground,
Correct.
waiting.
So where does it go, Damo? Does it go any further?
Well, it's never going to happen again, is it?
Security should have ringed him. They should have been around him.
And the AFL, as just a moment ago said, the AFL worked closely with the SCG, both clubs, security and police, on all arrangements and contingencies in the lead-up to the milestone being reached. They will fully debrief this issue tomorrow.
Here's the Ashes. Now, I'm sorry, but I love the spectacle. I don't like that. That is time and place, people.
CJ, the last shot there was of Ollie Florent and Chad Warner, who kicked the ball to Buddy Franklin, having to leave the ground for their own safety reasons and just being in a position they did not want to be in. The only way for them safely to get back to their rooms was to leave the ground.
Is there a coronavirus element to this?
Oh, well, that's the other thing, Kane, and we haven't even touched on that. You could talk about it. I mean, the people set up a picnic rug on the wing. Now, some people may think that's funny, and maybe another.
Sorry, I do.
Well, but is it though? It is those ashes you refer to. I mean, the players.
Yeah, the ashes is beyond the pale. That's ridiculous.
Cheese and Vicky
in the middle of the. Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, no, the ashes is. I think we all agree on that. But the picnic rug is fun.
CJ, what if a 12-year-old, and 12-year-olds did fall over? There were many young children falling over inadvertently.
They got lucky. No one got hurt.
What if someone fell over in that massive mall that Buddy Franklin was in?
I reckon you can't do anything about that, though. You can't do anything about, because people charge out, a kid gets knocked over. You can't do anything. But what you could do something about was, what plan did they have for Geelong players to explain to them, when it happens, guys, you got to charge, get to this point, and we'll usher you off. What plan did they have for Franklin? Because
there were 9 security guards by way of the planning assigned to Buddy Franklin.
Well, I didn't see any of them.
No, but sorry, but this was talked up, wasn't it?
We talked about it last week.
But also, the messages coming out of the AFL, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I'm sorry, but I think that planted the seed for a lot of people to sort of think, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Let's have a picnic on the wing.
They, but for the grace of God, have dodged a major problem out of this, and it is just a luck component to it not being very, very serious. And we're talking about this for reasons that don't relate to the thousands of goal being kicked.
I understand everything you say, but I'm sorry. It is an amazing spectacle, and I can't get enough of it to watch it and to see the photos and the vision when the lady's not standing up, sort of blocking it all. But I thought it was amazing, just an iconic moment in the history of our game.
Never seen anything like it, TJ. I don't think we ever will.